Good afternoon and welcome now to Valley View High School here just south of Jonesboro, Missouri. I'm Frankie Castillo. We are live on Facebook and on YouTube and currently right now on the radio side of things on 93.3 FM, 9:30 a.m. We currently have our annual St. Jude Radiothon going on, and directly following the Radiothon at 6 p.m., we will rejoin this ball game on the radio side of things as well. And I've been looking forward to this ball game for a long time. Valley View, they are coming in at 26-2, a very good ball team. And coming up in just a few moments, hopefully we'll be able to talk to Coach John David Pattillo as well and get his thoughts on this ball game coming your way. It is senior day here for the Blazers out of Valley View. We got a chance to listen to all the seniors here. They recognized a few moments ago. What's amazing is almost every single one of them have committed to playing baseball at other colleges, and we're talking about some major universities. So that goes to show you today what the Mules are going to be in for this afternoon, as the Mules will take on the Blazers out of Valley View. Once again, the Blazers coming in 26-2, and the Mules are coming in 18-9 here on this season as well. Now, joining us here today will be Brandon Spain at some point. He is sitting behind me right now, not sure really what he's doing, but nevertheless, we'll get him on the program as well as we get ready for Mules baseball. Now, the Mules had their senior night last night, and of course, the Mules got an 11-1 win over Northwest Cedar Hill. Welcome in Brandon Spain, and here we go yet again, one of our toughest games that I've been a part of in maybe 4 years, as the Mules coming all the way down to Valley View. They are not only state ranked, they are also ranked number 19 in the nation. They come in 26-2.
Yeah, it's going to be definitely a tough game for the Mules, but you know, the cool thing about being an underdog is that hopefully no pressure's on you. You know, you just come out and play the game and have fun, and hopefully that's exactly what the Mules will do. So
absolutely. We're going to talk to a head coach here, John David Pattillo. We'll welcome him on the program here as we kick off our pregame show live from Valley View High School. And, Coach, first and foremost, how was your drive down here?
Oh, it was good. It was good. We came down and we actually went toward Pocahontas and stayed on the 4-lane more. And, you know, it's about the same time, a little more on the mileage, but it was good drive.
Good drive indeed, and your Mules coming in 18-9 overall this season. Big win yesterday, Coach, 11-1. I didn't get a chance to ask you after yesterday's game, but for your seniors, your 5 seniors, what a performance having all 5 of them on the field at the same time.
Yeah, it was good, and the guys did a great job. You know, we executed and did the things that we thought we needed to do, and it was a great opportunity to get those guys in the game.
Let's talk about what's at stake here today as we come down. I was just saying a moment ago, this might be one of the better teams that we have seen, at least in my career doing baseball, in quite some time. They are ranked very high in the state of Arkansas, 19th ranked nationally here at Valley View High School. Your thoughts on the Blazers here today?
Well, you know, we knew coming in that they had this kind of program, and that's what I told the kids yesterday. Hey, we're coming down. We want to play against the best. We want to know what that's like, because we want the opportunity to continue to grow in our program and get to this point. And that's what you strive for.
You know, what's amazing is I didn't know all this until I was talking to Coach Mathis, but yeah, I'm sure you haven't had the opportunity as we watch the seniors here at Valley View line up for their photo here. One thing about your team, so many offensive records are being broken this season. That tells me, as good as Valley View is, our Mules are having a record-breaking season themselves, already 18 wins. What does that mean to you personally, Coach?
Well, it's just a great testament to the kids and how they've worked to get to this point. And, you know, I can't say enough about them and how we've been approaching, you know, this season and continuing to build each time that we go out.
Can I tell you what it means to me?
Sure.
seeing all this offensive production, the records being smashed, that tells me we've got some good kids, but some really good coaching as well.
Well, I'm sure I'll appreciate you saying that, but like I said, you've got to have talent to do the things we're doing, and we know we've got talented kids, and I just like how they're playing right now.
Absolutely. So on the mound here today, you're going to go with Ryland Seasongood. What is it about his game that gives you confidence that he can start this game, possibly go deep?
Well, the fact that Ryland's ball moves a lot, he has an opportunity to mix things up quite a bit. It changes speeds, the ball moves different directions. So, hopefully that's going to kind of keep them off. But we've got them, we've got Ryland, and then we've got 2 or 3 others that are going to be ready. We could possibly use Spain at some point. We can also use Jackson and Huffman at some point. So we've got some opportunities to use those guys down here today. And then, that'll take us into next week being ready to go for Donovan and Jackson.
2 more questions. One thing about your outfield and your universal player, Colby Greenwald, he can play pretty much any position on the field. Right now, he is your center fielder, and he has went from the infield to the outfield pretty much in a flawless manner.
Well, and Colby's just been that kid that we can put anywhere. Last year we had him at shortstop once or twice, and I know he's played second base, and we've played him at first base. And, he's been more of a third baseman, right fielder for us overall. But he's just a utility guy that we can put where we need him. That's the great thing about having him.
I ask you this almost every ball game, but today holds very, very true. To win this ball game, we're going to have to play literally clean baseball, all 7 innings. Can the Mules do that here today?
Well, we can. We can. But we're going to go out and compete and get after it and see what happens.
It seems like when they walked off the bus that they know what they're walking into, but to them it's almost like, hey, we have nothing to lose here.
No, you don't. And it's a game. We get a chance to come down and compete against a program like this that's, you heard where all these kids are going to play. Yeah. And that's the kind of program that we want to get to with Poplar Bluff.
All right, Coach. Well, best of luck to you coming up today as we get ready for the first pitch. Go get them, and we'll see you guys afterwards. Have a great ball game.
All right, man. Thank you.
Betcha. Head coach here, John David Pattillo, joining us live on the pregame. We appreciate his time coming down to talk to us live about this ball game coming up between his Mules as well as the Blazers out of Valley View. And I got a chance here to talk to the team earlier on, and it seems like from everything that we spoke about, it really seems like that our Mules are walking into a situation where they know what's at stake, but more importantly, they know that this team they're going to see here today is a very good baseball team, very well coached. But Brandon, at least from where I'm sitting, it's almost like the attitude they've got is, hey, we know what's at stake. We've got nothing to lose, and we've got everything to gain.
Absolutely. That's exactly the mentality that they have. And are we in a jungle?
I'm not sure what was going on there. I was like, whoa.
But even talking with Noah earlier this morning and just kind of talking about mindset and stuff like that, and that's the exact mindset that they have. It's, hey, we can relax and we don't have anything to lose. They're coming in as an underdog, and when you play like that, anything can happen. You're just not playing tight. You're just playing relaxed, and all of a sudden you find yourself in a ball game, and the other team slips up here and there, and you take advantage of it, and you can send them back to the house with a loss and get on the bus with a win. So, I'm excited to see this team play. As you mentioned already, several of these seniors that were mentioned, they're playing D1 baseball, Ole Miss, Arkansas, Arizona State, all these different places. And so they've got talent. They've got coaching. I think they said their record as a senior class is like 113 and 20, 26 and 2 this year. So been in the state championship 3 times. So they've got a ton of talent. And so, but I heard Coach Pattillo say, we want to play against the best. And what's the saying? you know, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. So
you realize that, and I'm being serious here, I believe, and I got to go back and get my notes, and I hope I'm correct, but their leadoff man, Slade Caldwell, who is a senior center fielder, he is projected to go in the draft this season out of high school. That's impressive.
That is correct. That is correct. Noah and I were talking about that earlier too, and that he was actually watching film on him the other day going back, and he said he may be one of the best players I've ever seen. So, yeah, he's projected a first-rounder this year coming straight out of high school.
I tell you what, I'm a Mules fan through and through. I get my Mules on, my Maroon on, you as well, and I'm telling you, as much as I'm rooting for the Mules, I've had this game circled all year round, because how often do we get a chance to come down anywhere and watch a team like we're going to see with so many collegiate athletes, some going to go pro. We already know that by looking at their statistics. They've got a good chance. I mean, for that reason in itself, that's exciting to watch.
Absolutely.
I don't care who they're playing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as a baseball fan, you love to see great players. You love to, see them. When you can catch them early on in their career, and then when they make it big, you can say, "Man, I watched that kid play in high school," or, that's a cool thing to say. And so this is a great opportunity for our boys too, because this will probably be a game that they remember. They're talking about and say, "Hey, that Slade kid when we played in Valley View and we were in high school, they may tell their kids one day, hey, I pitched against that kid in high school or whatever.
It's amazing. I keep a journal at my office. It's amazing that with all the games I've called in my 15 years, mainly in basketball and football, but here since 2018, anybody who has gone pro, I can go back and mark their name down, and it just keeps growing and growing. And today, I'm pretty sure that when it's all said and done, I'll be adding some names to that resume later on.
You sure will, and that's kind of cool that you had that documented and kind of keep that up.
I'm kind of a nerd. I keep all that documented for a reason. I'm waiting for Tim to get the big call as well, so that way I can say that I've known Tim when he goes pro.
There you go. There you go.
By the way, I missed you at dinner today. We had Mexican, just so you know. I just want to put it out there. Usually you're a big Mexican kind of guy, but it was really good.
Yeah.
You should have been there.
Cinco de Mayo's coming up.
Tomorrow.
Sure, you'll be
Actually, I'll be off tomorrow. No, I'll be off tomorrow. I got things to do.
Yeah, so, Mexican's always a great.
Well, I kind of pull one on you because, you pull stuff on me all the time. So I let you know I had a different game to call, thinking that you were going to be at the junior high game, because junior high, they're undefeated right now. And their last game of the regular season just happens to be Battle of Butler County, and they're taking on Twin Rivers. And they moved that game, which was an amazing move, by the way. Move it to the Big Boy Stadium at Bobby Strenfel Field. That's going to be a lot of fun today.
It really is. And
good luck to them, by the way, too.
Coach Keith, he called me. He's like, I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this, but anyway, you're sticking around to watch a junior high today, or are you going to Jonesboro? And I said, well, I'm going to Jonesboro. Amanda's staying here with Graham, and I'll head over to Jonesboro and catch the game. And they're like, anyway, we talk into it. I said, probably not, just because this is a big game. I want to see it play. Also, my niece, she's a student at Arkansas State, and she's coming over to watch. And her, I don't know if it's an official boyfriend or whatever, he played at Valley View, won a state championship with them.
There you go.
And he pitches in college. And he said, I'll cheer for Noah, but I'm going to wear my state championship ring. I said, thank you.
So is he here today?
I haven't seen him walk in yet, but they are supposed to be walking in.
So coming up here today, it'll be the Mules taking on the Blazers out of Valley View. And let me tell you, man, this is going to be a fun game to call. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the final score is. I know the Mules here coming in, they know they've got an uphill battle coming their way. But if one team that they will be facing here can pull out a shocker, make it close, you better believe it's going to be the Mules. The way they are playing here of late, I would not put money against Poplar Bluff.
Oh, absolutely. We're playing really good baseball right now. Yesterday, just another offensive tear. I think we have 14 hits or something like that.
14.
We just hit the ball really, really well. And, led by senior Colby Greenwald with most hits, singles, just breaking records right and left. And so it's exciting to be able to watch him do that as well. And so anyways, we're just going to come out here and play the game. And actually, here comes my niece. And right here behind us.
Awesome. So I'll let you go say hi to them real fast, and we'll go to commercial break here coming up. Don't go anywhere, Tim. Let's take a 3-minute timeout, and we'll come back. Thank you again for tuning in live. Hit that share button for us. We are live in Jonesboro. It is a Valley View against Poplar Bluff. The Blazers coming in at 26-2. They are ranked very, very high in the state of Arkansas, but more importantly, they are 19th in the nation as of April 19th. That was the latest rankings. They are 19th in the nation. Come on back. We're taking a 3-minute timeout. You're watching Mules Baseball live on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Kevin's Auto and Tire is now a certified dealer for Bridgestone and Firestone tires. Kevin's Auto is also a full-service garage from brakes and oil changes to electrical and AC. Don't forget they also offer custom muffler work. It's Kevin's Auto and Tire, located on...
Imagine playing sports, reading, or driving without needing contact lenses or glasses. The eye LASIK procedure at Eye Care Specialists could be the answer to help you improve your vision. Call Eye Care Specialists to schedule a free screening.
Here's a quick and easy test to see if you need new tires. Insert a penny upside down, and if you see the top of Honest Abe's head, your tread is too low. If you don't, you're good to go. So when it's time for new tires, remember, Christian Automotive and Tire, keeping you safe on the road.
Maverick Glass offers repair of automotive, commercial, and residential glass, including mobile repair services. From a chip windshield to a custom glass shower, remember Maverick Glass. Thank you for making Maverick Glass the area's leading glass company for more than 30 years.
Breathe easier and extend the life of your HVAC system, plus fewer repair bills with Air Solutions Comprehensive Maintenance Plan. You'll save money and get the peace of mind that only comes from calling Air Solutions, 785-1500. Caring for those you love also means taking good care of yourself. At Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, our healthcare providers take the time to identify your health risks and help you prioritize good health. Regular checkups and age-appropriate screenings are important to be healthy now and stay well in the future. With same or next day appointments and online scheduling, we make it easy to make an appointment right now. You can even see us from the comfort of your own home via telehealth. Put your health first today by making an appointment by visiting pbrmc.com and searching online scheduling.
You're in the zone with Baldwin Toyota. Today's spotlight is the 2023 Toyota Corolla. This car is built to win, featuring advanced safety systems and driver assistance technology, along with top-of-the-line performance.
Right you are. The 2023 Corolla is a fuel-efficient, fun-to-drive game-changer, and it's sure to be a Mules fan favorite.
Don't just watch from the sidelines. Visit Baldwin Toyota and experience the 2023 Toyota Corolla yourself. And now back to Mules action.
And we are back here live at Valley View High School, and we are just moments away. We're watching the Mules right now do their infield, outfield, and we are moments away from the opening pitch here this afternoon. We are so glad to have you alongside, no matter where you're watching from. Here in Jonesboro, it is overcast right now, and we are hoping, I think we'll be okay. I really believe that, or at least if I'm not, Tim will kill me on the way home, but I think we'll be okay. We are sitting at 73 degrees, overcast skies. It's a rare game where we've got no cover. We don't have a press box to set up in, so it's really a gamble, and you can see by the screen on how close we really are to the field. I am sitting directly beside Tim. We're maybe 5 feet apart, if that, and that is where we are, and we are just so happy that you can join us no matter where you're watching, and Tim is going to get the setup here. This is our setup, and I want you to know, as you're looking at us right now, everything that we have, the table, the chair, the computers, it is all our equipment. We loaded that up this afternoon, got down here about 2 o'clock, and we are ready to go. And by the way, thank you so much for tuning in live. Without your support, we would not be able to be here and stream these ball games. Brandon Spain is somewhere around here. He'll be with us later on. He will have some of your commentary as well coming up. So a big thank you to you, all of our sponsors, and we will have the game back on the radio coming up at around 6 p.m. or so. Right now we are doing our annual St. Jude Radiothon, and remember, now is that time. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-330-9727, 1-800-330-9727, and let's do our part. I know we're talking about baseball, but let's do our part to raise money for the kids of St. Jude. And the last time that I was tuning in on the way down here, I think so far, Tim, a day and a half or almost 2-day total, we were over six figures, $112,000, and that is because of our community stepping up in a big way. And we've got literally an hour and 27 minutes away from the Radiothon coming to an end here this season. So once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and this is our setup, and we're just happy that you're with us, and we're looking forward to a great ball game coming up here later on as the Mules take on the Valley View Blazers. We are just moments away from the opening pitch. All right, coming up here in just a few moments here, we're watching now Coach Mathis. He is finishing up I.O. right now, and once we finish up I.O., that means we will have the opening pitch here this afternoon. Poplar Bluff taking on the Valley View Blazers. They are coming in at 26-2 on the season, and let me tell you, they've got so much talent out there. I was going through these statistics and the numbers in the entire country right now. And right now, as it stands, now these rankings, by the way, I said they came out on April 19th. I was 5 days off. They came out April 24th. So a more recent poll, it did show Valley View in the top 20. They are 19 right now in the entire country. And you look at some of the other teams that they are joining. I mean, this is an amazing accomplishment right now for these teams to be, first off, 26-2, and then number two, to be number 19 in the country. Their only two losses, by the way, came back on March 30th. They lost 17-6. It was against Magnolia Heights out of Mississippi. And then the other loss came on April 19th. They lost against a team out of Tennessee, a 2-1 game. They lost against Collierville. But since then, as normal, they have been tearing things up, and they have gotten some big wins over Rogers, Arkansas, Fayetteville, Arkansas, more recently Searcy, Arkansas. They beat Searcy 18-1. You look up and down the numbers here, and let me tell you, this team, they're going to be a lot of fun to watch. I can't knock them because they are that good, but what I'm looking forward to is to see how our team responds. I told you this earlier on. If there's any team that can respond and take this team, the Valley View Blazers, all the way to the limit, it is going to be our Mules here this afternoon. Can't wait for the first pitch to begin. We've got Coach T-Mac right now doing some outfield stuff. He is hitting some fly balls. Coach Mathis right now doing the exact same thing as our boys are ready for a challenge. And I've got Brandon Spain. And before that time, Miss Mathis, Tyler's lovely wife, Tyler Mathis's wife, Hannah, she is sitting home with a sick kiddo. Hopefully, Hannah, that kiddo feels better very, very soon. But we are so glad that you're able to support the team and watch it from home on the big screen. Your time, Brandon. Go ahead.
Oh, man. You know, it's hopefully the rain's going to hold off. I hadn't looked at the radar.
Well, if it doesn't hold off, then you're going to have to pick up this entire broadcast table, and we're taking it to the dugout.
You're going to let me sit in the dugout today?
We're going to have to.
Okay. All right.
We're going to have to. Josh Allison, by the way, the head coach here for the Blazers. If you're Coach Allison, you're coming in 19th ranked nationally, 26-2. You know that right now the Mules, let's be honest, we're the underdogs by a large margin here. But if you're Coach Allison, What do you tell your team to keep them psyched up for this game today against Poplar Bluff?
Well, you're going to tell them obviously that, hey, you never overlook anybody. These guys are dangerous, and we know that. We've seen our guys play. We've seen them hit. We've seen them go on tears from the plate. And so if our guys come out and play clean baseball, I mean, and hit the ball like we've been hitting the ball, then we can compete with this team, and that's why you play the game. I've said that all year long. And so, if I'm that coach, I'm sitting here telling them, say, guys, you got to come out here ready to fight. You can't let off the gas pedal. You can't overlook this team. They may have 8 losses or whatever, but they've won multiple games by double digits as well. And so
including last night.
And so hey, you're just telling them, hey, you got to stay up the whole time. So
what's amazing is I was talking to Coach Mathis earlier on. There's so many records, by the way, that is on the cusp of being broken. I know Kobe Greenwald broke another record, by the way, against Kelly. And this kid, what else can we not say about this kid? He is phenomenal to watch. What I like about his attitude, forget about the baseball thing for just a minute. His attitude off the field is just as impressive as his attitude on the field.
Yeah, he is. Kobe's a good kid. And of course, all the Greenwalds are, and just a great family. And so it's not surprising knowing his parents and then seeing how he responds and just goes about everything. So, that carries over. That carries over onto the field as well. And so it's been just a lot of fun to watch him play over the last few years, and then obviously last year or this year as well, breaking these records. I'm happy for him and excited to see where he goes from here.
We were talking yesterday on senior night or senior day, whatever you want to call it. I've heard it both ways. But one thing that they were talking about was the seniors' favorite moment. I want you to pause for 1 second and ask me. I said this on the air last night. You may not have heard it. I was talking about my favorite memory so far this season. Have any idea what that memory could be? One jumps out more than anything else.
Your favorite memory?
My favorite memory. One that I will remember the rest of my life more than likely.
I have no idea.
I'll set the stage. Sunday, March 23rd, on the ocean, on the beach, and listening to Cameron Settle preach the word and sing on the beach to the team, and just the way that the team reacted, they responded. It was something that you don't see very often, and I was blessed to have a small role in that, to kind of watch it up close and personal. You were there as well. It was something I'll never forget.
Yeah, it was just something.
Kind of blows you away, doesn't it?
Well, no, I that blesses my heart, because honestly, we just several weeks before we went, I just felt like the Lord was impressing me to kind of ask if we might do that. I went to Cameron at church. He plays, like I said, in our worship band on Sunday mornings, and I just said, Cameron, bring your guitar. Bring your guitar when we go to Gulf Shores. And he said, okay. And I said, I just got an idea. I said, I'm just going to do a small devotion. I want you to lead in a couple songs. And I hollered at Coach Mathis, and Mathis was like, dude, this is awesome. I love it. And so Coach Pattillo and all of them, they all joined us down there, and the boys came down, and they were so in tune. It was really cool, just kind of underneath the moonlight. You could hear the ocean, the water behind us, and just a very sweet moment.
It was cold that night. It was cold.
Yeah,
but it was a lot of fun.
It was, man. It was a sweet moment. I was glad to be a part of it, and that's awesome.
Absolutely. And what I like about there's nothing like being at home, no doubt about it. But being away in a venue like this, we are literally, as you can see on your TV, we are sitting right beside our dugout, first base side. Tim can get our boys on camera as much as they want to be here today. And there's something about being right near the action. Today is that day where we're going to see a lot of great plays. And I'm thinking the Mules here today, I'm just going to come out and say it. I think the Mules stun Valley View. I'm going to call it now. I'm calling my shot. We'll see how they respond. But if they do win today, I'm not going to say I'm surprised, because our team is that talented.
Yeah, they really are. And like I said, they have nothing to lose right now. They can play loose. They can play relaxed. And just come out here and have fun playing the ball game. And so that's what's going to make it fun. Now, they know who they're facing. They know what's out there. But what an opportunity for them, to be able to face these guys and all of that as well. So, I'm right there with you. If we walk out of here with a victory tonight, I'm going to say, well, that blows me.
But I will
away.
pump my chest up loud and proud, though. I can promise you that.
Well, I mean, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
As long as we understand each other, one thing that I will say is the fact that I know whenever you're on the air, I'm so grateful that you decided to be with me today. I know our ratings go through the roof when Brandon Spain is on the mic. And I'm happy to say that.
Well, I don't know about that because, I mean, you try to keep me from being here by saying, hey, I'm not going to be there today. I
said that because your boy's playing at the junior high level this afternoon, so I thought maybe you'd be there. By the way, you're seeing a good shot right now. The two head coaches meeting at home plate, shaking hands. A lot of respect now for the two coaches. They know each other very, very well. Coach Allison, Coach Pattillo, and they're going to shake hands again coming up. They're exchanging the lineups, and I can't wait. We talk about the kids and everything. I said this during Coach's interview. It all starts with the coaching, and, man, these coaches, you can't get better coaches in my mind to coach these boys to be better men, and we're seeing that on and off the field every single day.
Well, the biggest thing, is that with anything, with any organization, any team, the energy level, everything starts at the top. Coach Pattillo's in his second year now. These guys have played underneath him. They're getting to know him as he's getting to know them. And, they know what he expects. And so they're buying into exactly what he's doing here at Bluff. And so when your whole team buys into the process, there's just a lot of chemistry and a lot of unity, and you can win a lot of ball games doing that.
Absolutely, and of course we're going to get you to our opening lineups in just a few moments. Matt Lewis is tuning in. He is watching from home. He says, let's stay hot and let's get that statement win. Sidnia Dobbs is tuning in as well, and she's also saying the same thing about our coaches, how wonderful they are. Great role models, and I would agree with that 100%, except for when Coach Mathis makes fun of me sometimes. I don't appreciate that. No, I'm kidding around. Great guy. I make fun of him just as much as he does me. So it's all leaving Steven.
Yeah, well, if he bothers you, you just stick Tim on him. Tim's got your back.
No, today we'll definitely get on him because we've got a great first base shot today. So if Tyler gets out of hand, I'll let Hannah know real quick.
Oh, she'll
know it. She'll see it. So the coach is now shaking hands. I believe we will have one of my favorite things before the first pitch. I believe we are going to have the national anthem, and I don't know if we'll have I don't think we're going to have the actual lineups here being announced. But in the meantime, what we will do is we will go down field side, and we will have our national anthem and then the opening pitch.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Would you please remain standing for a moment of silence and the playing of our national anthem?
national anthem. Before that, it was our Pledge of Allegiance. So here we go now. Let's get you to our opening lineups here today, and that means we are getting closer by the second to the opening pitch. Leading off this afternoon for the Mules will be our third baseman. It is Noah Spain batting second today, our center fielder, number 18, Kobe Greenwald, batting third at right field, number 16, Cade Huffman, batting cleanup today. It is our DH, Bryce Dobbs, batting fifth. He is the pitcher today, Rylan Seasongood. Batting in the sixth spot, the second baseman, Marcus Tabanera, batting seventh. At first base, it is Dylan Bratcher. And batting eighth is the catcher. We're talking about Miles Johnson, batting ninth. In left field, it is Cameron Settle. And of course, playing shortstop here today, it is Ryan Tanchavez. That is your offensive lineup here today for the Poplar Bluff Mules. Let's look defensively now at the number 19 team in the entire country. Over in left field, wearing number 1, Dax Webb in center field this afternoon. For the Valley View Blazers, it is Slade Conwell. We'll say his name a lot today. He is wearing number 3 over in right field. Number 21, Owen Roach. Let's go around the infield now. Third base, number 13, Kaysen Becker. At shortstop here today, number 2, Drew Gartman. Over at second base, number 11, Hudson Hoseman. And at first base here today, number 23, Hudson Rogers. Behind the plate, it is the catcher, number 7, Lawson Ward. And on the mound here today, it is number 10, Lance Davis. Those are the starters offensively and defensively for the Mules, as well as the Valley View Blazers. And one thing that I noticed here as we see the Blazers coming out, they've got that packed porch up there, out there in left field, foul territory. How cool would it be for something like that to get built for Bluff, to where we stick our student section out there?
Well, I didn't even notice. I mean, I saw it out there, but I didn't recognize what it was until you just said it, and I read the sign. That's a very cool thing out there.
That's a very cool thing indeed. By the way, Hannah, we're going to keep him straight today. Let me tell you, he messes up, and I'll be the first one to let him know, hey, boy, you're on camera. We're going to have a great time. Brandon, it is my true honor to have you alongside, my friend. I wouldn't want anybody else right now.
Well, I appreciate it. It's always a joy to be here. I appreciate you letting me tag along. And
even though I cost you $10.
That's all right.
It comes out of Tim's fun, by the way.
It's all right.
Tim's got you. Miss Bratcher is right here behind us. We'll pull up a chair for her, get her a microphone as well.
There you go.
We'll get the whole crew on here. So now we are getting close now to the opening pitch here. It is toward the bottom of the hour. I'm Frankie Castillo alongside Tim Hicks. And, of course, I've got Brandon Spain right beside me as well. Coming up at 6 p.m., we will move the game to the radio as well. Right now, we are wrapping up our annual St. Jude Radiothon. Remember, you can also become a partner in hope by calling 1-800-333-9727, 1-800-330-9727. All right, so here we go now. Davis is on the mound here for the Valley View Blazers. Boy, this team is going to be a lot of fun to watch here. Noah Spain will lead us off. He is batting .386 on the season. He's got 15 RBIs, 13 walks rather, and we'll see what he is able to get done in the early going here today. And I think if the Mules are successful, I really believe that the first 2 innings, they may say a lot for our team. If the offense can come out, kind of rattle Davis a little bit, we'll see what happens. But I think for the Mules to get a win today, they're going to have to get off to an early lead if they want to be successful, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to have to come out and keep the bats hot. And, you know, they can start finding some gaps and find themselves on base, drawing some walks, being patient and disciplined at the plate. You know, it can rattle any pitcher. And obviously this team's extremely experienced and things like that. So it's going to take a lot to rattle them. But, hey, it's going to be fun.
So we are about ready now as the opening pitch is about ready now. Davis is gearing up and he's about ready to end. I think what the outfield here today, it's very rare that we have games where wind really isn't going to be an issue today. We've had a few of those games here this year. It is overcast skies, I guess for the actual camera perspective. That's a good thing, ain't that right, Tim? He loves it, so we'll keep the overcast skies here today. 73 degrees here at game time. Noah Spain is coming up to the plate now. So glad to have you alongside. Anna Bratcher is tuning in. She says, let's go Mules. Nico is tuning in as well as Miss Terry Bratcher. Here we go now. First pitch on the way. It is 4:31 on this Friday afternoon. I'm Frankie Castillo. Welcome along to Mules Baseball as Noah Spain, the 5'8 junior, steps up. And here is the opening pitch on the way from Lance Davis. We are underway, and there's a called ball inside. 1 ball and no strikes. And we are underway here in the top of inning number 1. All right. I've got Grandma sitting right beside me here for Mr. Davis. Ooh, this one is up high. This one, Spain says it hit him in the helmet, and he will walk down to first base. So the Mules have a runner on first base.
That's number 11 on the year.
That's number 11 indeed. You got to be careful now because I've got Lance's grandma sitting to your left, my friend. So remember that. So Colby Greenwald comes up to the plate now. Boy, he is having a phenomenal season, batting .523 on the year, 2 home runs, 29 RBIs. He currently is sitting in second place right now with the team in runs batted in. Here is the first offering up high for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes here. And quickly going out is going to be Ward. He will walk out and talk to Davis, the right-hander on the mound. 1 ball and no strikes here in the early parts of this top of the first inning with Cade Huffman awaiting on deck.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity right here for Colby, and obviously we know he's got a hot bat right now with Noah drawing that leadoff hit by pitch and putting himself right there on the base path. And Colby can definitely move him, and Cade's obviously a strong bat too for the Mules. So.
Yes, he is. Greenwald, by the way, he's got 11 extra base hits here. This one fouls it away as he swung, and it may have hit him as well on the foul.
Yeah, I think it did when he was coming around. I think it got him too.
1 ball and 1 strike now. More importantly, Coach Pattillo was going to walk out. He was walking toward Greenwald. Greenwald kind of shook him off and now walks back over to him. Tell you what, one thing about Greenwald, he is a very strong individual, and we'll see what I believe it's going to be on the hand, maybe the finger area. But the good news is Pattillo is smiling, as is Greenwald. That's always good signs.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, Colby wants to hit. He wants to hit, so he's definitely going to take this opportunity right now to try to put one in the gap.
John, I appreciate that, my friend. John Plum Sr., thank you so much for your support, my friend. Great class of 1957. Pitch is coming in, fouled it away. 1 ball and 2 strikes here. So Davis now, he is ahead here in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mules have a runner on first base. Spain, by the way, who is on first base. He's got 7 stolen bases on 8 tries so far this season. Here's the 1-2 pitch, swing, and he foul tipped it. And there is the first out of the ball game. Well, I tell you what, Davis, one thing about him is he can rock and fire, and that's what he just did right there.
Yeah, he really did. It's probably one of the fastest pitchers our boys have seen all year long, and which is good for us, especially as we get ready to go into district play and go play the teams up around St. Louis and things like that. So, you know, this is a good opportunity for them to see that type of speed and try to time it out.
So now the lefty up, Cade Huffman comes up to the plate now. Huffman batting .432 on the season. He's got 35 RBIs so far this year. He has also scored 32 runs himself. Coming in, he has been having a hot bat as well. Spain leads away from first base. First pitch up high for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. And one thing about Huffman, it seems like as the season has wore on, Huffman just gets better and better at the plate.
Yeah, he really has. Cade, I mean, just being a sophomore, but very, very great big hitter for the Mules right now. batting in that 3-hole for us.
This one fouled away. Count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. One thing about Huffman, it says he is 6'5". I've had the opportunity on more than one occasion to interview him. He's more like 6'6". I'll be honest.
Yeah, he's
grown an inch.
He's a big kid right now, and I think last night did he tie the record for RBIs?
Tied the record for RBIs.
Yeah. So
let's get a triple right here and call it a day.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, there you go.
Here is the 1-1 pitch on the way by Davis. There's a ground ball hit sharply up the middle. Second baseman Hoseman goes to second, out there, but not in time at first base. It'll be a fielder's choice with 2 down here in the inning, and it'll be Huffman now over at first base.
Yeah, good job right there by Cade getting the bat on the ball. And like I said, it's going to take our boys probably just a minute to time this pitcher out right now, because he's one of the faster guys we've seen all year long. So it's going to take an adjustment, but great job right there by Cade getting the bat on the ball.
And now Bryce Dobbs coming up to the plate now, batting .370, 1 homer and 23 RBIs. First pitch up high for a ball. It is 1 ball and no strikes. I was going through all of the just the schedules, and it's hard to believe, Brandon, that next week is our final week before district start.
Yeah, it's really unbelievable. The season's just flown by. Of course, we've played a lot of games. We've been on the road a lot and doing this a lot. So it's time flies when you're having fun, right? But it's kind of sad too. But great ball season this year for our Mules for sure.
So Kent Keith is back in Poplar Bluff watching our junior high program, sending me a couple of pictures. And, of course, we can't wait to get some updates coming in. They are playing Twin Rivers. It is the final game of the regular of the season for the junior high program. And, man, we can't wait to give you updates on the game coming up here today. So good luck to our JV Mules, or our junior high Mules, rather. And this one is ball over. They're going to call a strike as Dobbs has started to go toward first base. It is 3 balls and 1 strike here with a runner on first base and 2 down here in the inning. Dobbs is batting .370 with 23 RBIs and a home run so far this season. Here is the 3-1 pitch. This one fouled away as Brandon ducks. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
That's coming right at my head.
It was coming right at you, no doubt about it.
I mean, you said we were up close to the action, so.
We are close indeed. 3 balls and 2 strikes here as Mules have a runner on first base. Here is the pitch on the way. Runner takes off, and there it is, strike 3, and we go to the bottom of the first inning. We'll come back in 30 seconds. No score from Valley View High School as the Blazers coming up to bat next. You're listening and watching Mules Baseball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
These home selling tips will help you maximize your profit. New countertops can be a game changer. A fresh coat of paint can yield a return as large as 400% on your investment. A well-maintained yard, new mulch, and even a new door can add curb appeal. Declutter and make your home feel tidy, larger, and inviting, and it costs nothing. Call me, Amy McLean at PB Realty West Branch, and let's get started today in boosting your home's value.
All right, so we are back now as we get ready for the bottom of the first inning, and let's go over the lineup now for the Valley View Blazers. And leading things off, the center fielder is Slade Caldwell. He's out there in center. Batting second is Owen Roach. In the third spot, Dax Webb. Batting cleanup, the second baseman, Hudson Hoseman. Batting fifth at shortstop, it is Drew Gartman. Also batting sixth is the catcher, Lawson Ward. Batting seventh, Kaysen Becker at third base. Batting eighth, the first baseman, Hudson Rogers. And batting ninth is Jay Taylor. He is the DH. And then the pitcher today is Lance Davis for the Blazers out of Valley View. And let's take a look now at the defensive lineup for your Poplar Bluff Mules. Out in left field, it is Cameron Settle. In center field, it is Kobe Greenwald. In right field, Cade Huffman. Let's go around the horn now. At third base, Noah Spain. At shortstop, it is Ryan Tanchavez. More on him in a moment. At second base, Marcus Tabanera. Dylan Brancher at first base. Behind the plate, it is Miles Johnson. on the mound for your Poplar Bluff Mules, it is Rylan Seasongood. He is making his 8th start of the season so far. He has pitched 29 innings so far, 33 hits, 33 runs. 28 have been earned. He has walked 21, struck out 32. Earned run average is 6.759. He is 2-5 so far on this season. So now here we go. Now the leadoff man, the lefty, Slade Caldwell, is projected to possibly go in the draft this season. We're getting our first look. Look how strong this kid really is.
Yeah, he's extremely strong. In fact, you know, they had their senior banners up too, and I think it's him down there. He's got a bat going across, kind of like that Bo Jackson pose. And his biceps are, and Quinn goes, "Oh my goodness!" I was like, "Yeah, he's an extremely strong kid. I mean, he just looks like a train out there."
2 balls and no strikes here. Quickly, Seasongood behind here in the count. 2 balls and no strikes as Caldwell, the center fielder, in the leadoff spot once again this afternoon for the Valley View Blazers. No score here in the bottom of the first inning. 3 balls and no strikes here. 3-0 the count. We are in the bottom of the first inning right now. It is a 1-0 score, I believe, and this one is a 4-pitch walk to begin this ball game for the bottom of the first inning. So Caldwell, he is on first base with nobody out. Coming up next for the Blazers, it'll be the right fielder, Owen Roach, who is only a sophomore. He bats right-handed. Laura Dobbs-Atnip is tuning in. She loves the view, Tim, of the batters, or I should say of our first base dugout. So way to go on that one. Seasongood now comes set. Such a great kid. Got a chance to talk to him yesterday after senior night. And I'll tell you what, this kid, very respectful, and just going to miss him a lot next year for sure.
Yeah, Rylan is a good kid, and we are going to miss him. Several holes that he fills for us. I mean, he's got great speed.
This one as Caldwell takes off, and he'll have a stolen base. And it is now a 1 ball and no strike count here as Caldwell takes off, and he is on second base. It is 1 ball and no strikes here. And now as 5 straight pitches here by Seasongood, all for balls so far as Roach digs in with a 1-0 count. So now the infield on their toes now with a runner in scoring position. Here is the pitch. It's high. It's going to go off the glove of Johnson, and Caldwell is going to go down to third base. So it's 2 balls and no strikes now. And a runner on at third base with nobody out. 2 balls and no strikes here as Seasongood. So now once again, the Blazers have a runner in scoring position. They have put up some godly numbers here this season. There's a strike. Good pitch by Seasongood. Sometimes for the senior, it takes him a few pitches to kind of get his footing somewhat. We'll see if that is the start here of maybe a better inning coming up.
Yeah, hopefully so. Rylan, you're right. Sometimes he once he gets
this one got him on the elbow, it looks like. So runners now on first and at third base. Still nobody out. Dax Webb coming up to the plate now. So a leadoff walk and a hit by pitch. And now coming up to the plate, it is the left fielder, a senior for this team. He bats left-handed as well. A very dangerous hitter coming up. It is a runners on first and third now. Still nobody out. Here is the pitch on the way by Seasongood. He fouls it away. It's going to stay foul. No balls and 1 strike. Good pitch there by Seasongood. As we get ready here, the left-hander now, Dax Webb, a senior, digs in. Runners on the corners. Coming in 26-2 on the season. Spain playing near the bag at third base. He's playing even with the bag. Tanchavez over there at shortstop, and Tabanera on second.
Good pitch.
Pitch, yes sir. Strike 2, no balls and 2 strikes now. 0-2 the count. During senior night last night, got a chance to interview Dylan Bratcher as we watch him on first base, and this kid means a lot to us as well. Great kid all 4 years. The only thing is I got to teach him how to throw a football better. You were there during that day of football.
I was there. I saw it. But, you know, he's going to throw a baseball. you know, not a football. So
You know what he told me off the air yesterday? He said that wouldn't have happened if I can catch a football.
Oh.
Smart kid.
Yeah.
No balls and 2 strikes here. Season Good now comes set at the belt as Johnson gives him the sign and checks on the runner at third. Here's the pitch and outside, and there's the runner taking off to second. Not in time. It's going to get away from Tanchavez, and now a run will score, and the runner advances to third base. It is now a 1-0 ball game.
One thing that the Mules have to do right now is that they cannot come out defeated already. You know, so much of sports is a mental part, and 90% I would probably say is mental a lot of times. So you can't walk out defeated already. Like I said, they got to come out, just stay loose. They're the underdog, and so they just need to play ball and not play so uptight right now.
2 balls and 2 strikes here with a runner on third base. It is 1-0 Valley View. There's a ground ball hit sharply. This one's going to go foul, so we'll stay here. A good battle here between Dax Webb and Ryland Season Good. It is a 1-0 ball game. Dax Webb still nobody down here in the bottom of the first inning. Season Good now checks on the runner back at third base. It's Roach. Gets a long sign from Johnson. He comes set. Here is the 2-2 pitch. Up high, just misses a little bit outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's a good spot right there to miss.
Very good spot. I was thinking the same thing. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Dave Williams, yes, sir. We are live on YouTube as well, my friend. Here is the payoff pitch. This one is popped up. This one out toward center field. Greenwald goes underneath it, makes the catch. The runner will tag, and Roach comes in to score the second run. But more importantly, there is your first out of the inning.
Yeah, good job by Colby out playing center. And Colby's such a utility guy. He's played multiple positions for us this year. And with an injury to Dylan Hall, Colby's moved out to center field for us. And, you know, with his speed, we're not going to miss anything with his speed out there either. So definitely wish Dylan Hall all the best, ready for him to get back and ready to play ball, because I know he's extremely missing and we miss him.
Absolutely. It's now a 2-0 ball game here as Hudson Hoseman is stepping up to the plate now. It takes ball 1 ball and no strikes. That last play goes F8 on the sacrifice. 1 down here in the inning. It is a 1 ball, no strikes count. This one just misses for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0 the count now. It is a 2-0 ball game with nobody on base right now for the Blazers out of Valley View. This one is popped up, and this one's going to get out of play. Tim Ducks, he's smart. He knows. 2 balls and 1 strike here. Season Good pitching 29 innings so far this year, making his 8th appearance. Bratcher over there at first base. Miles Johnson doing the catching today. That means Bryce Dobbs, he is the DH man here today. So now Season Good comes set. 2-1 the count. It is a 2-0 lead right now. Good pitch by Season Good. You better believe it. Quickly, it is 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2-2 the count. 1 down here in the bottom of the first inning. Also want to give a shout out to the FCA club. This one is popped up, and this one down the first base line. Huffman going over. Can't see if he's going to be able to make the play or not. Looks like it's going to go foul. The dugout is right in the way to where our vision, we can't see that line.
Number 16, Cade Huffman, not quite able to track down.
So I believe the Mules, or I should say the FCA club from Poplar Bluff, was going to come in this afternoon to donate their money for St. Jude. That was a coordinated event by Coach Dave Sievers and Miss Kathleen Pattillo, who got together and got the junior high FCA also involved. This one fouls it away. Still 2-2 the count now. Good battle here between Hoseman and Season Good. It is a 2-2 count with 2 runs already in here in the bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, really good job right now by Ryland, just hanging in there. And, one thing about Ryland and his pitching is he's got a lot of movement. He's got a lot what I would call jump pitches too, and so he can use that all day. And hopefully keep them guessing. So just like that one.
And strike 3 is called, and I tell you what, Hoseman was fooled on that one. Big strikeout there by Season Good, and there is 2 down here in the inning. Strikeout number 33 on the season for Season Good.
Yeah, great job right there by Ron. Like I in the middle of the sentence, you know, he threw a nice little curveball right there and got the guy just kind of stood in his tracks. So great job right there. 2 outs now.
So coming up to the plate now, Drew Gartman. He is the shortstop. And this one, little blooper out towards center field, drops in for a base hit. And the runner takes off, and the Mules are not going to be able to hold him. And he'll go to second base on a fielding error. So a quick hit, and just like that, a runner now on second base.
That's a tough ball right there for Colby to judge. You know, you want to keep it in front, and he came in charging, but it was going to fall a little bit, so he backed up just a tad and took a kind of an awkward bounce on him and kind of mishandled it right there. But he didn't waste no time. He went on to second base.
Lawson Ward now coming up to the plate, the catcher, the 6th man in the lineup. He bats with a runner in scoring position with 2 down here in the inning. A Season Good now comes set. He'll check on the runner back at second base. Here is the first pitch on the way. This one is popped up, and this one could be playable. Tanchavez going back to make the catch, and the side is retired, but not before 2 runs come across. We'll step away for 1 minute. Mules down by 2 runs. A Season Good, Tabanera, and Bratcher all due up when we come back in 1 minute.
Attention all baseball fans. Are you looking for a winning insurance plan? Look no further than First Choice Insurance, your MVP for all things coverage. Just like a solid defense, our policies protect you when life throws unexpected curveballs. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, we've got you covered. Swing for the fences with First Choice Insurance and hit a home run for peace of mind. Visit us today or call our team for a Grand Slam insurance experience. First Choice Insurance, where protection meets perfection.
Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers is a 3rd-generation family-owned jewelry and repair store who have served the Poplar Bluff community for over 60 years.
Our family has always worked hard to provide the finest jewelry creations and service imaginable.
Top of inning number 2 now for the Mules. Ryland Season Good. Also Marcus Tabanera, Dylan Bratcher all due up if anybody gets on. Miles Johnson, he will bat 4th in the inning. It is a 2-0 ball game right now. Poplar Bluff Junior High losing after 1 inning. It is a 1-0 score right now. They are taking on Twin Rivers. So we'll see if our junior high Mules are able to come back in that ball game. We'll keep you up to date as our junior high Mules are looking to end the season undefeated. That's where they are right now. So now coming up to the plate now for the Mules, it'll be Ryland Season Good. He is swinging a hot bat here this season as well. 434 on the year, 23 RBIs. He has also scored 16 runs. Nikki Johnson, she says, let's go Mules. Glad to have you alongside here this afternoon for some Poplar Bluff Mules baseball.
Yeah, hopefully our junior high will be able to pull it out. They've had a lot of rainout games. This was an added game to their schedule towards the end, so they weren't planning on actually playing this game. So they haven't played in a week, been a few days even without practice, and even already actually kind of had their end of the year party. I was talking to the assistant coach, Jeff Anglin, actually earlier today, and he was just saying, I hope that they come in still focused, ready to get done, not already, checking out. So big opportunity right now for our boys to fight back and win that game, though.
Absolutely.
But here we go with Ryland Season Good to help his pitch out in right now.
So now Season Good will lead things off, coming in batting .434 here in this ball game as he enters. First pitch is called a strike. Good pitch by Davis, and we are underway here in the top of inning number 2. It is 0-1 the count now as a Season Good digs in. Big crowd here this afternoon. You like to see that. We had one yesterday back in Poplar Bluff and have one today here in Jonesboro. 1 ball, 1 strike now to the Mules pitcher. So Season Good now digs in. Here is the 1-1 offering inside for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. One thing that we have seen from Season Good all season is he is his baseball IQ is very high. He can read pitches very well. Takes that one inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 pitch on the way. And ball 3 at 3 balls and 1 strike now to the Mules pitcher. Waiting on deck is Tabanera. Jerry Moore is tuning in. Glad to have you alongside, Jerry. And a Season Good, he will draw the leadoff walk here. That is walk number 12 here on the season. The Mules have their leadoff man aboard for a 2nd consecutive inning. Marcus Tabanera, him, and Cade Huffman, they are tied right now for the season lead when it comes to doubles in a season. Both him and Huffman each having 8 so far this year. One thing about Season Good, he's very quick out there. 16 stolen bases on 2 attempts. Or make that out of 18 attempts, not 2. He's been caught twice.
There he goes.
This one has popped up, and he's not wasting any time. And I was waiting to see what we were going to see if the Mules got their leadoff man on. Would they be aggressive? And we're seeing that off the bat here.
Well, you know, you got to try to take advantage. You're already down 2-0. It's top of the 2nd right now. Rollins got a ton of speed. We talked about it all year long, and so you can imagine that. Yeah, they're gonna try the hit and run. That's what we're trying to pull off right there. Because Mark is obviously a dangerous hitter. Came in with a big hit last night to finish the run roll off, and so hopefully
back over to first base. Not in time as Season Good able to slide in under the tag, and that was a bang play. Very close at first base.
It was. First baseman wasn't able to hang on to it, I don't think. So if he did, it might be a different turnout.
So now Tabanera digs in. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Season Good takes off. Another hit and run. This one goes foul. No balls and 2 strikes here. Randall Latnip is tuning in. Also, Katie Crosby is tuning in. She says, let's go Mules at junior high and high school. Absolutely like to see the enthusiasm for our junior high program as well.
Absolutely. You know, I'm so glad they were able to start that last year and, you know, only building for the future of our high school program. So Tabanera digging in right now. Drives it. Oh, he finds a gap.
This
right
one's a base hit. Yes, sir. Tabanera swinging a hot bat, entering the ball game at batting .295. And now the Mules have runners on first and second base with nobody out.
Great job right there by Marcus and moving Ryland over to second base. And now we got runners in first and second with Big Country himself.
Big Country coming up to the plate now. The lefty stands in. Maybe we should talk in our golf voices this time around. Although I don't watch golf a whole lot, so I'm not sure what I would say at this point.
Well, you would say Bratcher digs in right now as he has chosen the goods for his bat.
The goods, I like that.
Well, that's the name of the bat.
Oh, okay,
actually.
gotcha.
That
okay.
is the name.
So now Bratcher digs in. I'll just talk in my normal voice. You can have your golf voice. Strike 1 is called as Bratcher now steps in. Bratcher so far this season, he is batting .338, 15 RBIs. He's got number 16 standing there on second base in Ryland Season Good. He led off the inning with a walk and then a base hit by Tabanera. 2-0 your score. Mules down by a couple of runs. They've got 2 runners on with nobody out. Downstairs for a ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 now for Big Country as he steps in trying to pick up that runner on second base. Nobody down here in the second inning. It is now 5 o'clock now on this Friday afternoon. So glad to have you alongside. He's Brandon Spain. I'm Frankie Castile. Tim Hicks is on the camera, and we are sitting down the first base line here at Valley View High School. Might be the closest we have been all season to Mules baseball. This one is up high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, we were pretty close, I guess, back at Festus High School.
Yeah, we're pretty close there. We're pretty close there, and even at Gulf Shores, and a nice little pavilion right there behind the plate.
That was nice.
It was.
That was nice.
And I was, you know, you were so close. I was scared that the umpire was going to hear what you were saying about him.
I think he did a few times. I said good things about him, too, so we got some good calls our way. Here is the 2-1 pitch. This one called a strike 2. It is a even count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lakin Lewis is tuning in. She says, let's go Mules. Boy, it's good to see all these Mule fans tuning in on an away game like this one, taking on the Blazers out of Valley View. So now as Davis comes set now, time is called by Bratcher as he steps out of the batter's box. So we shall see here this afternoon if the Mules can break through. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes here. They're down by a couple of runs. Here is the pitch on the way from Davis. There's a ground ball hit up the middle right to the shortstop. Out at second, out at first base. What a play by Gartman. It is a twin-killing 6-4-3 double play.
Yeah, great job right there by the shortstop. Obviously, when you have a ball like that, it's leading your shortstop over towards the bag. He did the right thing, fielding that, taking it clean by himself, stepping on the bag, and turning 2 all by himself.
So the Mules now with a runner on at third base. It's going to go 6-4-3. 2 down here in the inning. Miles Johnson, we have seen his batting average come up in the last few ball games as he steps in now with a 1 ball and no strikes. 2 down here in the inning, and this one is out to the second baseman, over to first base in time. And just like that, it is quickly the Mules leaving a runner on third base. We'll come back in 60 seconds. Mules down 2-0 as we go to the home half of inning number 2 on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Patriot Auto Glass offers chip repair or glass replacement. They provide fast quality service done by experienced technicians. Ask about our veteran and first responder discounts. Call Patriot Auto Glass today at 573-840-5027. And remember, Patriot Auto Glass will come to you.
Breathe easier and extend the life of your HVAC system, plus fewer repair bills with Air Solutions Comprehensive Maintenance Plan. You'll save money and get the peace of mind that only comes from calling Air Solutions. 785-1500.
So as we get ready now for the home half of inning number 2, it is a 2-0 ball game. It'll be 7-8-9, all due up. Becker, Rogers, and Taylor if anybody gets on. We go back to the top of the lineup here in the bottom of inning number 2. Wow, just getting this from Sean Mannon. We are entering our final hour of the Radiothon. You ready for this, Tim? Right now, we are sitting at $140,000 in 2 days for our St. Jude Radiothon. That is amazing stuff right there. First pitch called a ball on the outside as Becker steps in now. 1 ball and no strikes. What an amazing community. $140,000 raised right now, and we are in our final stretch of the St. Jude Radiothon. And that is the reason why today we've got the game only on video. We don't want to interrupt our Radiothon. As soon as the Radiothon is over, then we'll pick up this game back on the radio. There's ball 2, 2 balls and 1 strike. Marion Tibbs is tuning in as well. He says he is ready to show the Blazers what we're made of. Ooh, he says we may have to put Brandon in the lineup and get you a uniform.
It's been a while.
This one's popped up, and Spain calls everybody off, and he will make the catch out there in foul territory. 1 down here in the bottom of the inning. There you go, Marion. Noah coming big through, coming huge right there for the Mules.
Yeah, great job right there by Noah, being able to get over there, know where the fence was, and make that big out right there. So
It's going to go F5 on the out, one down here in the bottom of the second inning. Hudson Rogers now coming up to the plate. He is the first baseman. This one hits him, and that'll be the second hit batsman of the game so far for Ryland Season Good. Runner on first base now with one down. I've heard that theme music before. That's Bryce Dobbs' walkout song.
Yeah,
I know I've heard that before.
Yeah, that's Bryce's walkout song right there. And
I knew I heard that before as soon as it started playing. I was like, wait a minute, I know that music. So now Jay Taylor coming up, the DH man here today. First pitch outside for a ball, 1 ball, and no strikes here. It is 1-0 the count with a runner on first base, and 2-0 is the score right now for the Valley View Blazers. Season Good checks on the runner back at first. Here is the pitch. This one fouled away. Good pitch by Season Good. It is now 1 ball and 1 strike. Took us about an hour and 45 minutes to get down here today, Brandon. No stops.
Well, that's pretty good. Which way did you come?
Well, see, I come the way that I live, so I went down 51 Highway through Culin to Vegas and then around toward Piggott. This one has popped up. This one, Tabanera calling everybody off and makes the catch out there on the edge of the grass. 2 down here in the inning.
Great job by Marcus right there, being able to time that out and call everyone off. Kay doing a great job running in as well, but bailing out the 2, giving that ball to Marcus. So good communication right there.
So that's the way that I went. I went down 51 or 53 to 51 and around that direction. So now Caldwell coming up. He walked and scored back in the first. Runner on first base, 2 down here in the inning. First pitch is outside. It is 1 ball, no strikes now. 2 ball, or make that 2-0 is your score. David Hadley is tuning in. Glad to have him alongside. He is now a certified corrections officer. That's awesome, David. Congratulations, my friend. Long time coming for you. That is awesome. I know you worked hard for that, my friend. Enjoy it. Enjoy your hard work. 2 balls and no strikes here. 2-0 the count, 2 down here in the inning. Mules got their first hit last inning, thanks in part to Tabanera. He has played some really good ball here of late. 3 balls and no strikes here as Caldwell here ahead in the count. 3 balls and no strikes. Runner on first base with 2 down here in the inning.
Yeah, he's ready to see one that he can hit. I think
absolutely.
If this is a ball, he saw 8 straight balls.
Balls,
here, so.
yep. But you know what? To be honest with you, as much of a good hitter as he is, I don't really blame them for doing that.
No, I don't either. I mean, you're not going to put anything down the middle or leave anything hanging. You're going to try to work the corners and outside. And
we're going to get a pitching, or I should say a mound visit coming up here as Coach Pattillo is going to walk out and talk to his starting pitcher. But I got to tell you, he has pitched very well here in this inning, so I can only imagine Coach Pattillo right now is letting him know you've got 1 out to go in this inning. Let's calm down and let's go after Owen Roach here, who was hit by a pitch back in the first inning. He would also come around and score a run, but the Mules very much alive in this ball game, only down by 2 runs.
Absolutely they are. I mean, they're right here within striking distance, and like you said, they already have 2 outs, so you pull another one out, we come right back out and ready to hit the ball. So big opportunity right now for the Mules with 2 base runners and lead them stranded for them. So let's get out of this, and Ryland, he's got the stuff to do it.
Absolutely. So 2 down here in the inning. Runners on first and second base. And now we'll see what the mound visit did for Season Good as he steps in now. And Owen Roach, the right fielder, steps in. He was hit by a pitch and takes strike 1. You better believe it. Nice pitch by Season Good. It is no balls and 1 strike here with runners on first and second base with 2 down here in the second. So Rogers leads away from second. Caldwell over there at first base.
Good pitch.
This one, you better believe it. Nice pitch, nice movement again by Season Good. No balls and 2 strikes. So 0-2 the count now. Season Good, 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning. Let's see what he throws here on an 0-2 count. Here is the 0-2 on the way from Season Good. This one is going to go foul down the first baseline. Boy, he was ready for that one.
Yeah, he was. He was setting curveball, I think, right there, and that's what Ryland threw, and I would have thrown the same thing with an 0-2 count and 2 outs. So his curveball's been working well for him right now. And
it has really worked all season for him, honestly.
Yeah, and I'd stick with it for sure.
Outside, pitch called a ball. Good take by the batter, Owen Roach. He's got 3 more balls to play with there, so it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Season Good trying to get out of this inning with no damage other than 2 runners left abroad. Season Good gets a sign that he wants from Johnson. Still overcast skies here at Valley View High School. And time is called by the home plate umpire as Roach stepping out of the batter's box. 0-2 the count now. Good view here today. We apologize for the fencing, the netting. We're right up on the netting. No press box for us to shoot from today, so we're outside in the element, swing and a miss. And that is how the inning comes to a close. No runs and no hits and a runner left on first and second base. We are going top of inning number 3 at 9-1 and 2 are all due up in 60 seconds on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Maverick Glass offers repair of automotive, commercial, and residential glass, including mobile repair services. From a chipped windshield to a custom glass shower, remember Maverick Glass. Thank you for making Maverick Glass the area's leading glass company for more than 30 years.
Here's a quick and easy test to see if you need new tires. Insert a penny upside down, and if you see the top of Honest Abe's head, your tread is too low. If you don't, you're good to go. So when it's time for new tires, remember Christian Automotive and Tire, keeping you safe on the road.
Final hour now of our St. Jude Radiothon. Make sure and call this number I'm about to give you and become a partner in hope by calling 1-800-330-9727. 1-800-330-9727. At last check, we were just a skosh over $140,000, and that is because of our amazing community all coming together for one cause, and that is to fight childhood cancer with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We are in the final 45 minutes of our annual St. Jude Radiothon. So now coming up, it is Cameron Settle on the year, batting .222. It takes the first pitch right down the pike. It is no balls and 1 strike, and we are underway in the top of inning number 3.
Yeah, Cameron's got a big opportunity right here to be a leadoff, and I think the last 2 innings we've drawn a leadoff walk. Good job by Cameron getting the bat on the ball.
He gets a bat on the ball right to the first baseman, Rogers. He steps on the bag, and 2 pitches and 1 down here in the top of inning number 3. So now we are back to the top of the lineup. Noah Spain coming up. He was hit by a pitch his first time. 11 times on this season he has been plunked by the ball.
Yeah. I think the record is like 12. And good off-speed pitch right there by the pitcher. And
so no balls and 1 strike here to Noah Spain as he steps in for his second plate appearance of the ball game. It is no balls and 1 strike here. Strike 2 is called. Nice pitch again by Davis. And he is ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes as Kobe Greenwald awaits on deck. Mules down 2-0 here in the 3rd. Here is the 0-2 pitch on the way from Lance Davis. Swing and a miss. That one had some heat on it. 2 down in the inning. Kobe Greenwald comes up to the plate now. He struck out his first time as well.
Yeah, that's a good pitch sequence right there by the pitcher. It goes with a couple off speed, comes back with the heat, and you know, it's all about timing when you're a hitter. So
2-0 the score. Mules down by a couple of runs here. 2 down in the inning. Kobe Greenwald as he takes the first pitch up high for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Greenwald entering the game, batting .523. He's got 29 RBIs to go along with 2 home runs.
Yeah.
4 doubles and 5 triples on the year as well.
Yeah, Kobe's looking for a chance of redemption right here after that first at bat. So.
And he couldn't hold off in that pitch. It is 1 ball and 1 strike here. Count is even. Shane Hanley is tuning in. He says, come on, Mules. Down by a couple of runs here in the top of inning number 3. And strike is called on the outside part of the plate. It is now 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Update on our junior high Mules, leading 5-1 right now. So.
Mules coming back and scoring 5 unanswered. All right. There's a ground ball. This one right in the dugout. Dobbs had to get out of the way. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Huffman did the smart thing by jumping off to his left.
And he didn't have a lot of time to decide what to do either.
He used that 6'6" frame wisely. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Kobe Greenwald. And swing and a miss, and the side is retired. 2 strikeouts and the inning. Webb, Hoseman, and Gartman all coming up in the bottom of the inning. It is still a 2-0 ball game. We're coming right back in 1 minute on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Imagine playing sports, reading, or driving without needing contact lenses or glasses. The eye LASIK procedure at Eye Care Specialists could be the answer to help you improve your vision. Call Eye Care Specialists to schedule a free screening.
Kevin's Auto and Tire is now a certified dealer for Bridgestone and Firestone tires. Kevin's Auto is also a full-service garage from brakes and oil changes to electrical and AC. Don't forget they also offer custom muffler work. It's Kevin's Auto and Tire, located on Cravens Road in Poplar Bluff.
Caring for those you love also means taking good care of yourself. At Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, our healthcare providers take the time to identify your health risks and help you prioritize good health. Regular checkups and age-appropriate screenings are important to be healthy now and stay well in the future. With same or next day appointments and online scheduling, we make it easy to make an appointment right now. You can even see us from the comfort of your own home via telehealth. Put your health first today by making an appointment by visiting pbrmc.com and searching online scheduling.
We are back in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and the Mules still trail by a score of 2-0. Season Good back out there for the Mules. And let's see if the Mules are able to get out of the inning very quickly. We'll see coming up here what the Mules can do. And the left-hander stepping in, it is Dax Webb. Steps in here in the bottom of the inning. He popped out his first time. Sacrifice fly. There's a fly ball. This one is carrying. This one goes all the way to the fence, and it'll be at least a double. He's going to go for 3, and he will slide in on a leadoff triple to begin this 3rd inning.
Yeah, that's a great piece of hitting right there. Great job by our outfielders getting to the ball quickly, but man, that kid had a lot of speed too, and in his mind, as soon as he hit it, he was either gone or he was going to end up on 3rd base. I felt like he was moving. He wasn't stopping.
No, he was moving indeed. Hudson Hoseman coming up to the plate now, and that's just a great piece of hitting by the senior Dax Webb, who is now 1 for 1 on the game. Had a sacrifice fly in the first, and now a leadoff triple in the 3rd. Season Good comes up now. Nobody down. Runner on 3rd base. Pitch is high and inside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. So the junior high Mules out to a 5-1 lead right now. Rita Season Good is tuning in. Glad to have you alongside. And now here comes the runner to score as the ball is low and gets away from Johnson. And now it's a 3-0 ball game. So it's 2 balls and no strikes here. And now it is a 3-0 ball game after 2 innings. It is now a 7-1 ball game by the junior high Mules. There's a swing and a miss. It is now 2 balls and 1 strike, or make that 1 ball, 1 strike. Nope, it is 2-1. I thought that was right. The scoreboard didn't catch up to me just yet. 2-1 the count. Make that 3 balls and 1 strike now. So 3 balls and 1 strike here. It is a 3-0 ball game now. As a Hoseman standing in, the second baseman. There's a fly ball. This one out to left field. It drops in for a base hit. Settle quickly underneath it and it gets it back in. So back-to-back hits here to begin this inning. Drew Gartman coming up to the plate now. Boy, he roped that one into left field.
Number 2, Drew.
Yeah, another great hit right there. Good job by Cameron, too, though, being able to charge the ball, keep the ball in front, keeping that a single. So, you know, we got a chance for a double play right here, and hopefully that's what we'll do.
So it is a runner on first base now with nobody out. First pitch in there for a strike. Yes, sir. No balls and a strike. Nobody out here in the inning. Drew Gartman singled his first time back in the first, and he was left stranded on the base pads. Runner on first base, Hoseman, after a nice base hit to left field. Back over to first is not in time. No balls and 1 strike here. Mules down by 3 runs. So now Season Good comes set. Here is the 0-1 pitch.
Yeah.
Nice pitch on the delay call there. No balls and 2 strikes.
Count no balls and 2 strikes.
No, scoreboard there is wrong. I've got 3-0, not 4. I've got 3.
Yeah.
I'm correct. Tim's looking at me like, are you sure? I'm pretty sure it's 3-0. If it's not, we'll blame it on Brandon.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
But I'm
just
in agreement.
misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Do what now?
I'm in agreement. It's 3.
Yeah, it's 3. Thank you, Brian. Junior high up 7-1. Top of the 3rd inning. Over there at Bobby Strimfel Field in Poplar Bluff. Final game of the season for the junior high boys. This one is fouled away. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 the count now. 3-0 the score here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. This inning led off with Dax Webb with a triple. And then he come in to score on a pass ball, and Hoseman got a base hit, fouls this one away as well. It is still 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, good job by the hitter right there, keeping himself alive.
So Valley View has 3 runs on 3 hits. They've got no errors. The Mules has 1 hit and 1 error in the ball game, and so far no runs, down by 3. This one leaned out for a base hit. That may have been one of those excuse me swings, and the runner takes off, and he's going to get to 3rd base. Boy, he goes the opposite direction on that one. He put it in the perfect spot, and Hoseman, he ends up on 3rd base.
Yeah, great job right there. He had an outside pitch. He did exactly what he's supposed to do by taking it to opposite field, and with 2 strikes on him already, he did a great job right there. 2-strike approach, and moved the runner all the way to 3rd and kept himself on 1st base. Still no outs right now. Mules down. Oh, they got the score correct. They heard you.
They heard me. They know. 3-0 is the score. Runners on 1st and 3rd base, and Lawson Ward is now stepping up. He is 0 for 1. Popped out to Tanchavez, his first time or last time out. Back over to 1st base is not in time.
Over to 1st base, tried to catch Gartman sleeping, but Gartman's back standing over safely.
This one misses for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes here. 1-0 the count now. Runners are on the corners. So 1 ball, no strikes here. Runner takes off, down to 2nd base he goes. And this one, good job by Tanchavez to back up Tabanera. It'll be a stolen base. And now runners on 2nd and 3rd base with still nobody down here in the inning. So no balls, or make that 2 balls and no strikes here.
Score a couple of runs, and that bounce that lead.
This one just misses. Ball 3, 3 balls and no strikes. So quickly 3-0 the count. It is a 3-0 score. And right now Ward, first base is open, but there's nobody out.
Ward takes the sign card out of his back pocket.
So now a season good now. Comes set. Here's the pitch. This one is popped up. This one out toward right field. Tabanera calls everybody off, and he makes the catch. Here comes the run in, and the throw is not in time. Season good as he backs up Johnson, and the runners will both tag, but there is a one down here in the inning.
Yeah, good job by Marcus right there again, being able to get out there and come home with it. Just runner was able to score on that one, and now we got runners standing on third base. One out.
So it is a 4-0 ball game now.
She has Gartman on third, one out.
One down here in the bottom of the inning. And now Kaysen Becker, who popped out to Noah Spain in foul territory his last time, steps in, takes ball 1 outside, a 1 ball, no strikes. It is now a 4-0 ball game. Ball 2 taken as well. 2-0 the count now here in the bottom of the third. There's a smack. This one out to right field. It gets in for a 1-out hit. It is now a 5-0 ball game. So now 5-0 the score, with runners on first base now. An RBI base hit. And now coming up, it is Hudson Rogers. So now Rogers was hit by a pitch his first time.
Good pitch right there.
Yes, it was. It is no balls and 1 strike here. 0-1 the count, 1 down in the inning, runner on first base. So now here is the 0-1 pitch now coming from Season Good. Back over to first base, not in time. Good job by Bratcher holding Becker on first. It's a 5-0 ball game.
Plenty of time standing up safely there at first. Now the 0-1 pitch.
So now Season Good, the runner takes off, throw down to second base, not in time, but Tabanera once again there to back up, or I should say Tanchavez rather, is there to back up Tabanera. That's good teamwork right there. No balls and 2 strikes. That's Becker gets credit for the stolen base now. It is an 0-2 count with runners on second base with 1 down. So Season Good trying to get out of this inning. The 8-hitter in the lineup is up. It's a 5-0 score. Pitch on the way by Season Good, up high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 the count. So 1-2 the count here in the bottom of the third inning. It's now a 5-0 score. Back over to second base, not in time. A good attack applied there by Tanchavez. It is a 5-0 score right now. It is 5:30 almost here on a Friday afternoon. You're watching live coverage of Mules baseball. This one fouled away, still 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 the count now. Last check, the junior high boys were still winning 7-1 back in Poplar Bluff at Bobby Strenfel Field. 1-2 pitch on the way outside. Got him on a call to strike 3. Rogers did not agree with the call, but it's a punch out nevertheless. 2 down.
Here's your favorite song.
It's in my head. What can I say? I'm not sure who sings it. Maybe I'll get with Bruce over there. Bruce Dobbs will tell me.
Oh, that's Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Oh, okay. Well, you know more than I do. Season good now as Taylor popped out to second base his last time. It is a 5-0 score. Runner taken off. Throw down to third base, and he is out at third base. What a cannon by Miles Johnson, and the inning will come to a close. We'll be back. Mules down by 5 runs. We're coming up in the top of inning number 4. We're back in 1 minute on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
You're in the zone with Baldwin Toyota. Today's spotlight is a 2023 Toyota RAV4. Grab your teammates for the ultimate ride. The 2023 Toyota RAV4 offers a spacious interior and configurable cargo space. Now you can carry all your gear for the big game.
That's right. And with the RAV4's all-wheel drive technology, you can effortlessly tackle any terrain.
Get in the game and visit Baldwin Toyota and experience the 2023 Toyota RAV4 for yourself. And now back to Mules action.
These home selling tips will help you maximize your profit. New countertops can be a game changer. A fresh coat of paint can yield a return as large as 400% on your investment. A well-maintained yard, new mulch, and even a new door can add curb appeal. Declutter and make your home feel tidy, larger, and inviting, and it costs nothing. Call me, Amy McLean at PV Realty West Branch, and let's get started today in boosting your home's value.
We are back here in the top of inning number 4. What a play by Miles Johnson, able to throw out the runner at third base. And boy, you talk about momentum swings. Now might be the time, Brandon. Mules down by 5 runs. You're going up against the number 19 team in the nation. Think about that. Normally, a 5-0 score, you're like, man. But look at who we're playing, and the Mules are hanging right along with them. You got to think a small moral victory right now to be down by 5 runs at this point in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you want to be in every ball game, and you know, you always want to walk away with something that you've learned and things like that. But you know, hopefully our boys are not thinking, let's walk away with moral victories. Let's just go ahead and take care of business, and we're going to get this started right here with Cade Huffman right here, a big bat for us. But you're right, we ended the inning in a great way with Miles throwing it down to Noah at third base, getting the out, and so hopefully momentum changes right here, and we get some hits and make him a little nervous.
Let's make it happen here as Huffman now steps up to the plate now. Huffman so far is 0 for 1, grounded into a fielder's choice his first time. We'll see what he's able to do here. Rips this one right to the second baseman, over to first in time. Nothing to be ashamed about on that one. Hit that one on the screws.
Yeah, good hit right there by Cade. I mean, literally right at the second baseman. I don't even think he had to move, so, but a good hard hit.
Here we go, top of inning number 4. That one goes a 4-3 on the out, and Bryce Dobbs is coming up to the plate now. Swing and a miss. So I'm kind of, I was thinking about this as Sharon Berkey is tuning in. Boy, I tell you what, her son Noah Berkey was sure fun to watch in high school. That's showing my age now.
Oh, I'm sure he was. And
popped up behind us, and that one's going to go way behind us.
Out of play in foul territory.
We actually had the opportunity right after we moved here to go and watch Noah pitch for the Cape Catfish one summer. So great, another great family right there.
This one misses. 1 ball and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
Tell you what, I was going to ask you why we're seeing Bryce bat here with 1 ball and 2 strikes. Who's Bone Thugs and Harmony?
Well,
that got me a little bit. I was thinking about that last commercial break. This one has popped around and foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I mean, they were around in the late 90s, you know, mid-late 90s.
So I guess I should know who that is, right?
You should.
Tim, on the way home, we're going to look. He says, I know who they are. Look at him over there like he's Mr. Cool all of a sudden.
You know, you and I graduated together, so we're probably 10, 11, 12, 13 years old.
Oh, my goodness. I was deprived, apparently, growing up. 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Boy, good battle as we are seeing that right now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It is 74 degrees here in Jonesboro, just on the south end of town. Here is the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Boy, Davis threw the fastball upstairs. And 2 down here in the inning.
Back to the dugout.
So now Dobbs retired here in the inning. Ryland Season Good coming up, and now we're going to see the pitching coach come out. We might see a pitching change. They've got a lot of games, and we will. Boy, I tell you what, we'll give you the numbers on Davis coming up, but he pitched a beautiful game here today. Grandma's clapping, and tell you what, he deserves it. He pitched a great ball game here today, no doubt about it. The whole team comes out to greet him. We'll be back in 1 minute. Don't go anywhere. It is a 5-0 score on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Attention all baseball fans. Are you looking for a winning insurance plan? Look no further than First Choice Insurance, your MVP for all things coverage. Just like a solid defense, our policies protect you when life throws unexpected curveballs. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, we've got you covered. Swing for the fences with First Choice Insurance and hit a home run for peace of mind. Visit us today or call our team for a Grand Slam insurance experience. First Choice Insurance, where protection meets perfection.
So let's give you the final numbers here this afternoon on Lance Davis, who, oh, by the way, we just found out from his grandmother that he is also going into the Major League Baseball draft. And after a game like today, I can see why, Brandon. Very good ball player.
Absolutely. Signed already a D1 to go to Fayetteville to pitch at Arkansas, but obviously has an opportunity to be drafted. And, I mean, to have that opportunity to be drafted right out of high school is a very cool thing. And a lot of these guys are – you know, they'll see kind of where they're drafted, but they're going to play college ball and improve that draft status for sure. But, I mean, to be able to say you face that guy and, you know, that's a cool thing for our ball players today. But we're fixing to face their number 2 right now, too, who, you know, it's not going to be no walk in the park here either. So
absolutely. Don't go anywhere as we get ready for the first pitch coming up, and Season Good comes back out to the plate. His name on the pitcher, is it Crecilius? Thank you. So Eli Crecilius is on the mound here to begin this, or I should say with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So Eli Crecilius now coming up as Season Good is walked his last time. Let's see what Crecilius is able to do with 2 down in the inning. This one has popped up to the screen. It is no balls and 1 strike here. Oh, I tell you what, friendly fire here, my friend. Colton Manning back in Poplar Bluff sends me a picture. Normally it's about me and something I've done wrong. Boy, there's a good pitch right down the pike. No balls and 2 strikes. But Colton Manning says, Spain, better watch your job, my friend. He's on the PA right now for the junior high game.
Well, he can do the junior
You're
high
on notice now.
Okay.
There you go. I like it.
Colton,
Little friendly competition.
I like it.
Oh, Spain couldn't hold up on the swing. That was a nasty pitch there by Crecilius, and I can see why he is their second starter. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Taylor, Caldwell, and Roach all due up. It is still a 5-0 score. We're back in 1 minute on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers is a 3rd-generation family-owned jewelry and repair store who have served the Poplar Bluff community for over 60 years.
Our family has always worked hard to provide the finest jewelry creations and service imaginable.
Patriot Auto Glass offers chip repair or glass replacement. They provide fast quality service done by experienced technicians. Ask about our veteran and first responder discounts. Call Patriot Auto Glass today at 573-840-5027. And remember, Patriot Auto Glass will come to you.
Kevin's Auto and Tire is now a certified dealer for Bridgestone and Firestone tires. Kevin's Auto is also a full-service garage from brakes and oil changes to electrical and AC. Don't forget they also offer custom muffler work. It's Kevin's Auto and Tire, located on Cravens Road in Poplar Bluff.
Imagine playing sports, reading, or driving without needing contact lenses or glasses. The eye LASIK procedure at Eye Care Specialists could be the answer to help you improve your vision. Call Eye Care Specialists to schedule a free screening.
All right, so we are back here as we get ready for the home half of inning number 4. And coming up, it'll be Taylor, Caldwell, and Roach all due up. Right now, it is a 5-0 ball game. It is now 8-3, by the way, on the junior high team. They lead at Twin Rivers after 3 innings. First pitch is downstairs for a ball, 1 ball, and no strikes. There's a guy behind us, Fowler Maddox, who actually played for this team, won a state championship for them. I wonder what his experience was like with this team when they won a state championship.
I don't know. We can ask him.
We can ask him. You think he'll go on for a few minutes? Is he mic shy?
I don't know. He's talking to somebody right now, but I think he'll come talk about it.
Well, good. We'll get him on here in just in a minute. 1 ball, 1 strike. Make that 2 balls and 1 strike here. 2-1 the count now. Jay Taylor up to the plate. Popped out to Tabanera back in the 2nd inning. It is 8-3. The junior high team. Oh, what a good pitch by Season Good. Swing and a miss, and now the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sharon, you better believe it. You know what? I wish, that's awesome. I wish we were streaming ball games back then when Noah played. That would be a lot of fun, too, to go back and relive those days. Ground ball, this one goes foul. It's amazing what COVID did and really just kind of kicked off streaming all the way around. And now it is what we do all year round, it seems like.
Yeah, it's, that's one of the benefits, I guess, that came out of the whole thing is a lot of people were able to stream, and now people are able to, tune in and to ball games. I mean, you guys do, football, baseball, basketball, and which as a fan and Poplar Bluff guy, obviously, being able to tune into a lot of those things that sometimes I'm not able to get to. So super thankful.
Absolutely. Full count now to Jade Taylor. Here is the 3-2 pitch and just misses inside for a ball. And now a runner on first base. Runner on first base here with nobody down here in the inning. And now Slade Caldwell is coming up to the plate. Caldwell so far today, he has walked twice, runner on first base. Still nobody down here in the inning. We're going to welcome in a former player of Valley View for just a moment here as the first pitch is going to be missing for a ball. Fowler Maddox, I believe. Is that your name, sir?
Yes, sir, that is.
Thank you for tuning in or joining us and walk us through what's it like playing for a storied ball team like this here in Valley View, first off.
Man, just like me and my friend on this team, Corbett Cooper, say, it's like a fraternity.
This one's going back towards center field. It drops in for a hit. And Greenwald keeps it in front of him, and 1 run's going to come in to score. It'll be a double, and now it is a 6-0 ball game. Boy, that was a shot all the way out to center field, and Taylor comes in, and he'll make it a 6-0 ball game now. During your playing time, I'm assuming that you guys had a lot of doubles out to center field, right?
We did. It was a lot of fun celebrating the little things that we did and the big things like that. And so, we saw it a lot and just had a lot of wins. And even through the losses, we learned a lot too. And so it's really neat to be a part of this program.
Do I dare ask how many losses you had as the ball is thrown down to third base, not in time? So a stolen base there by Caldwell. No balls and 1 strike here. Do I dare ask how many losses that you had in your career? I would imagine it wasn't many.
It was probably, I'd say, maybe 15 at most.
15 at most. No balls and 1 strike here. And, of course, talk about Coach Allison and what he represents here to Valley View as we're watching this team. I mean, they are firing on all cylinders here this afternoon.
Yes, sir. Coach Allison, he's a really good guy, and he's a really good leader of this team. And make sure, these guys are disciplined and these guys are doing good in the classroom and giving everything they got for this program and just for each other. We're a team that plays for each other.
So no balls and 2 strikes, and talk about what you're doing now following high school.
I'm in my 3rd year at Williams Baptist University.
Oh, what a job by Tanchavez as he tries to go up. A run's going to come in to score. Didn't mean to cut you off. A base hit there by Owen Roach just over the head of Tanchavez. And there is a base hit now. It is now a 7-0 ball game. So go ahead and talk about your post-high school life again. I'm sorry about that.
Yes, sir. I'm just finished my 3rd year at Williams Baptist University playing baseball there, and we just had our best season since 2001, and we finished in 3rd highest in the conference. So that's really big for us. That's the best finish we've ever had. So a lot of things are changing there, a lot of culture shift there. So it's been really awesome, and I got 1 more year. So looking forward to getting it.
So what position do you play?
I'm a PO. I was a PO here. They PO'd me immediately here at Valley View. I cannot hit. I cannot see the ball very well. I'm not going to lie to you, but I had the opportunity to pitch for the team, and one of my favorite moments was just pitching in the conference championship and winning that with the guys. It was really awesome. Just
so what was your statistics like in high school here at Valley View as a pitcher?
I hate to say that I know my statistics, but I do. I had a 2.2 ERA and had about 6 or 7 wins, and I don't know, really I had a good defense behind me. I like to just let the guys try to hit it and see what my defense can do.
So besides winning a conference, obviously, talk about some of your best memories your senior year for this team here at Valley View.
Well, man, senior year we were fortunate enough to just not only win conference, but we went on to win the regional tournament and dogpiled that, and then we went on to win the state title. The 4A state title that year as well.
Got him at second base. What a throw again by Miles Johnson. And Roach is tagged out. Second time the Mules have gunned down a runner here in the ball game. There is now 1 away here in the inning. It is a 1-2 count now. That was a nice throw by Miles Johnson. So now Roach is out. There is the first out of the inning there for the Valley View Blazers, and this pitch is downstairs for a ball. The count is even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes with a 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So obviously your senior year, you guys had a lot of goals, and it seems like that from what you're telling me that the team pretty much met all the goals they set out for early in the season, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We start super early just in the off season, setting those goals and having those standards set, and we do everything we can to make sure those goals get taken care of. And man, it's awesome. It was awesome to have that come to fruition finally senior year.
What was your toughest game your senior year? As we see ball 4 there with a 1-out walk issue to Webb.
Like toughest game, like for myself?
Yeah, for yourself. Whether it's a game you won or a game you lost.
I'd say that conference championship against Brooklyn. It was a 2-1 final score. And I went 7, and it was 0-0 going into the 7th inning, and I finally gave up a run in the 7th, and the opposing pitcher gave up a run in the 7th as well. And we wound up walking it off. And so it was just really, really special just to, be tight like that in a game like that. 2-1, just being the guy in that situation.
So what brings you here today to Valley View to watch your former team here play Poplar Bluff here on a nice afternoon here in Jonesboro?
I've really wanted to see how the team's looking since graduation, and also just I guess a new friend of Noah Spain on the team right here. So I'm looking forward to seeing how he's matching up today.
Well, you look like you're possibly a junior in high school, so go suit up. We'll put you out there.
Hey, I'd love to. You got
to be on our team though. Can't play for them.
That's right. I need to change it up a little bit.
Change it up a little bit. We need something. No balls and 1 strike here at the plate. There's a rip, and this one goes out to center field. This one, Greenwald's going to carry over his head. It goes all the way to the fence, and 1 run's going to come in to score. It'll be a 1-out triple. It is now an 8-0 ball game as Hudson Hoseman will get an RBI. It is now an 8-0 ball game with a runner on third base. Well, I'll tell you what, it was so good to have you come on here and talk a little bit about your experiences here at Valley View as your former team right now is up 8-0, nationally ranked. Was you guys that high in the nation when you played?
No, sir, I do not think so. But it was really just a good time, and man, it's just cool to see how the success has continued over the years since leaving.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Anytime, my friend, anytime. Connor Brown, the shortstop now, as he pinch hits, and this one's popped up. Spain goes over and makes the catch right inside the dugout there. A Valley View. What a catch. Did he make it? No, I guess it would have dropped. I thought he made the catch. I guess they're going to talk about it. I thought he made the catch, but we'll wait and see. They're going to talk about it. I tell you what, Brandon, great kid, by the way, who just came on. We'll get to that in a minute. I thought that he made the catch from literally inside the dugout.
That may be the rule. Maybe you can't go inside the dugout.
I don't know. They're going to say he's out.
He's out.
Yeah, you better believe it. Good catch by Noah Spain.
Tim, did you get that on video?
He says, no way, Brandon. Not for you, he didn't get it. No, I'm kidding. He got it. Man, what a play by Noah Spain. I mean, he was literally inside the dugout when he made that catch.
Yeah, great job right there by Noah, focusing, concentrating again, knowing his surroundings. And, you know, that's a big-time catch. And I hate to say that I was actually looking down when he went in to catch it, so I missed it. So that's why I asked if Tim actually got it on video. So
Miss Pattillo, they changed the pitchers because of the pitch rule. They want to be able to save their pitchers coming up for some conference games coming up. That is why they went ahead and changed out their pitchers. By the way, I meant to tell you before Mr. Maddox came on that Mr. Spain tuning in from West Tennessee. I told you when you're on, the ratings spike.
Yeah, well, I mean, I knew he was going to be.
This one gets away. Here comes the run in, and the tag is safe at home. It is now a 9-0 ball game.
Yeah, great job by Miles right there, and almost got him, and Ryland coming in, and it was close.
It was close indeed, as Hoseman comes in to score. It's now a 9-0 ball game with 2 down here in the inning. 2 away and nobody on base. It is now a 9-0 game. So up to the plate now for is Lawson Ward, the catcher, as Hoseman. This one is popped up, this one out toward right field, and Huffman goes back toward the wall, makes the catch, and the inning will come to a close, but not before they pick up 4 more runs. It is now a 9-0 ball game. Coming up in 30 seconds, Brandon Spain, he's got your call for the top of inning number 5. Mules down at 9-0, back in 30 seconds on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Breathe easier and extend the life of your HVAC system, plus fewer repair bills with Air Solutions Comprehensive Maintenance Plan. You'll save money and get the peace of mind that only comes from calling Air Solutions. 785-1500.
Why you keep pointing at me?
It's your time to shine, baby. Your time.
Oh, no. You know I don't like this. I don't like it at all. But here we are sitting at Valley View. Mules trailing. The Blazers 9-0 right now. About to get the inning started off with Marcus Tabanera. And Frankie literally just took his headset off and is walking away and is grinning. So big, stretching. And, yeah, we might fight after this. And going to get his green drink. Wow. If you are tuning in, thank you so much for tuning in to Mules Baseball as the Mules are taking on the Blazers from Valley View, ranked nationally, I believe 19th in the nation, and extremely high in the state of Arkansas. Marcus Tabanera is getting ready to kick it off for the Mules to kick off the top of the 5th inning. Again, Mules trailing 9-0 right here, and Valley View has been an incredible team to watch. They've got many D1 prospects, 2 guys already. I was expecting to go in this year's Major League Baseball draft, and Frankie, it's been a lot of fun just being able to see this type of talent on the field, and
It's been a great time. No, I was going to say it's been a great time. I do want to give a shout-out real fast, real quick to Miss Kathleen Pattillo, who is tuning in right now. Miss Pattillo, thank you so much for your contribution for the junior high to step up their efforts with St. Jude. That is a lot of fun. You and Coach Sievers did such an amazing job. I never did hear the final total of what you guys were able to raise for St. Jude, but thank you so much for all your contributions to helping out this year's Radiothon. For folks like you who really do care, you guys truly do make a difference, so we appreciate you and all your hard work.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a fantastic thing. Appreciate them help leading out the FCA students there in our school system between our junior high and high school. What a great cause.
Absolutely.
Marcus swings at the first pitch, high fastball, chases it down early in the count, 0-1. Tabanera digging in again. Pitcher gets his sign. Here comes the pitch. Fastball taken high outside. Counts even 1-1. I could just let this guy sit next to your crowd mic do all the commentary for you.
I tell you what, he's a great kid. He's from Valley View. They do their own production. I tell you what, their production team, they took care of me and Tim. They did that during football season, and they did it again here today. So we appreciate them as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So
usually I would say something, about, hey, I'm better, but hey, these kids, man, they do a great job here. I do appreciate them as well.
Absolutely. Been able to kind of hear him in the background. That's Marcus. Chops one to shortstop, tries to beat it out, but not in time. Good play by the shortstop right there, staying down on the ball. It's kind of a low chopper, and Big Country himself, the lefty, Dylan Bratcher, going to step in right now to try to get the Mules started early here in the top of the fifth.
Wow, Miss Pattillo, $2,879. That is awesome. The FCA kids, that's right, they do a great job, and we appreciate the FCA kids, but tell you what, we talked about it a moment ago. Coach Sievers, Miss Pattillo, they kind of led the way on that, and great job by our students on the high school level and the junior high level as well. $2,800. That is amazing stuff.
That's awesome. I think I heard Coach Sievers this week actually on the radio when I was driving in the truck, and I think they were kind of having this motto, $1 for every student or something like that.
Something
they were trying to do and accomplish. And so, man, just a great effort by them helping lead our kids and helping them to understand exactly what they're giving to. So
absolutely
fantastic job by the FCA chapter here in Poplar Bluff.
Strike two is called to Dylan Bratcher. By the way, Brian Mansfield says it's now 8-4 in the bottom of the fourth inning. Our junior high program up by 4 runs, and a strike three called. Quickly 2 down here in the inning.
Yeah, Manny, Brian, we call him Manny. He's he runs the scoreboard for us there at the home games, and so big Mules baseball fan. The games he's not at, he's always tuning in or checking in to see what the score is, how the boys are doing, both junior high and high school. So appreciate him and his support.
You betcha. First pitch is downstairs to Miles Johnson for a ball, 1 ball, and no strikes. 1-0 the count. We appreciate all your support this season. Everybody who's tuned in to Mules baseball, man, it's been a lot of fun. We put a lot of miles on the old car here this season. There's a strike called on the outside, a part of the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. I sat down, and I've been going through how many miles we have done so far from football season all the way through baseball season. And the amount of miles that we have put on so far this year is just astounding. It really is.
It really is. Obviously that Gulf Shores trip was a long haul for everyone, but you had the luxury.
It was rough on me.
Yeah,
I may have had the roughest time going to Gulf Shores.
You had the luxury of jumping on the charter bus with the team, them opening that up for you, and so thankful that they did.
They did a great job. I appreciate the Big Mules Booster Club for providing the charter, and the Mules Baseball Booster for all they did, making sure the boys had everything they needed down there in Gulf Shores. And I was just very fortunate to be able to tag along. There's a swing and a miss, and the side is retired. We'll pick up on that note coming up as we continue to talk about our Mules Booster Club on the baseball side and the Big Booster Club. We'll come back. Becker, Rogers, and Taylor coming up. It is now a 9-0 score. We're back in 1 minute on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Attention all baseball fans. Are you looking for a winning insurance plan? Look no further than First Choice Insurance, your MVP for all things coverage. Just like a solid defense, our policies protect you when life throws unexpected curveballs. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, we've got you covered. Swing for the fences with First Choice Insurance and hit a home run for peace of mind. Visit us today or call our team for a Grand Slam insurance experience. First Choice Insurance, where protection meets perfection.
Patriot Auto Glass offers chip repair or glass replacement. They provide fast quality service done by experienced technicians. Ask about our veteran and first responder discounts. Call Patriot Auto Glass today at 573-840-5027. And remember, Patriot Auto Glass will come to you.
And we are back in the home half of inning number 5. It is now a 9-0 ball game, and we've got a pitching change on the mound. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think I've ever seen this kid before on the mound. Brandon, you want to walk me through who that is?
Yeah, we got the junior, Noah Spain, coming in.
Oh, that's who it is. Noah Spain, my bad.
Yeah.
My eyesight's getting bad at my old age.
Yeah, I hear you. Now, Noah's coming in relief right now in the top of the 5th. Bottom of the 5th.
Bottom of the 5th.
Bottom of the 5th.
There you go.
For the Mules. And, that puts Colby Greenwald over on third base. And I guess Ryland's gone out to play center field right now.
Yep.
So
I was going to say that was the only defensive moves that I saw.
Yeah, so Mules are set, getting ready to go. Noah's finishing up, getting ready. Miles about to throw it down to second base, and we're going to get the bottom of the 5th started.
So here we go now as we get ready. You kind of like doing the old play-by-play, don't you?
No, I don't.
You should have saw your face when I got up to get my water out of the cooler.
I know. I'm sitting here thinking, what
I was stretching my legs and having a good time.
Where's he going? I know you were smiling, grinning ear to ear. He just loves putting me through this torture.
I want to finish up on our conversation that we had a moment ago talking about the Booster Club and how much that they really care about these kids and everything in between. And they've always, since I've been around, and I know it's been a lot longer than that, but they have literally always gone above and beyond for these student athletes here. And I tell you what, our team is very blessed to have a booster club that cares about them and gives them the best opportunity to compete both on and off the field.
Yeah, we really are blessed in Poplar Bluff with just the amount of support we get from the booster clubs, the big booster club. Then we also have the baseball booster club, and fortunate to be a part of that group. And but it all comes down to our community with all the fundraisers, the support, the financial support, people buying different things that we do and participate in the golf tournament, showing up to Pizza Inn, and all the different fundraisers that we're able to do throughout the year to help build up those funds. And so just, again, kudos to our community and for their support for helping us to be able to do these things for the boys.
3 balls and 1 strike here. Noah Spain making his 13th appearance on the season, 6-2 on the year, 34 1/3 innings pitched. He has given up 32 hits, 28 runs, and 19 earned. There's a smack in this one right to Bratcher over to first base in time for the out. 1 up and 1 down here in the bottom of inning number 5.
Yeah, good job right there by Noah. He's just going to come in here and, with a team like this, you're going to have to relax, have fun, and you're going to have to use a lot of off speed, a lot of junk, a lot of movement, and he was able to get that kid to roll over right there, and good job by Dylan and Noah covering the bag. So 1 out right here after 1 hitter. So
absolutely 1 down here in the inning. So here we go now. Coming up to the plate, Hudson Rogers. He was hit by a pitch, and he struck out looking back in the 3rd inning. 1 ball and no strikes here. It's sad to say that the season is starting to officially, I don't want to say wind down, but it is winding down. And tell you what, I've been doing baseball full time since 2018, and I've seen a lot of great players come through Bluff, and this might be the most fun I've had in a single season. These group of kids, all the way from the freshmen to the seniors, they've just done a great job. This one's popped up, and Greenwald gets underneath it and makes the play out there in foul territory. 2 up and 2 down here in the bottom of inning number 5.
Yeah, just to build on what you're saying, this team right now, they're a lot of fun to watch, and we've got some great seniors that we're gonna miss, and able to recognize them last night, and we're gonna have some holes to fill. But you're right, man. This season's been a lot of fun, and
it's been a lot to me, I'll tell you that. I got a chance to hang out with the seniors last night following the game. There's a ground ball. This one hit right to Greenwall, over to first base, not in time. That was going to be hard to get him out, as I tell you what, as Taylor got a great jump out of the batter's box.
Yeah, good job by Dylan right there by coming off the bag, make sure the ball didn't get behind him. And so now we got runner on first with the top of the lineup coming back up right here. So I'm interested to see what Noah's going to do right here. If he's going to try to go after this Major League Baseball draft prospect.
I'm telling you what, we've got 2 in the lineup here, Major League Baseball draft picks. That's insane. And you know what? Good job for them, too. They put the work in. They deserve all the accolades, no doubt about it. Here's the first pitch. This one as good hold off by Caldwell. He has been on base all 3 times here today. He's got an RBI double. He has also scored 2 runs and walked twice. It is 1 ball and no strikes here. Spain now checks on the runner back at first base. Taylor leads away.
Yeah, it's a good miss right there. Just a little on the outside, but a good spot.
2 balls and no strikes here.
Definitely, this is not a batter you want to play around with either.
No.
You don't want to serve anything up to him, so you're going to try to work those corners and work high and low. So
it's now coming up on. This one is up high for a ball. It is now 3 balls and no strikes. So quickly 3-0 the count now. Back over to first base is not in time. So 3 balls and no strikes here. This one has popped up. So with 3-1 the count now. This one back over to first base is not in time.
Good job by Noah right there too on that pickoff, just mixing up his routine. You never want the base runners to be able to time it out and tip anything off. So good job right there by mixing up his routine.
We want to welcome you in now to our ball game here. We are live on the radio. And, of course, there is a walk with 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. We have just concluded with this year's St. Jude Radiothon. So we appreciate you for tuning in. We are live on the radio on 93.3 FM at 9:30 a.m. as well as KWOC.com and on Facebook and YouTube. It is a 9-0 ball game here as the number 19 team in the nation. We are talking about the Valley View Blazers. They lead 9-0 here in this ball game. And we are in the bottom of inning number 5. So glad quickly jump in the ball game. But what an effort by Cameron Settle. My goodness.
Yeah, great job by Cameron right there. He had to be in full speed right there to come in, and man, it was right there in his glove, but he basically had to dive for that ball, and then when he rolled over, it fell out of his glove. But great effort right there, and good ball game, fun game to be a part of and watch. Obviously, you never want to lose 10-0 and
no,
get
at least the rest of this season.
No, we're not. And good job for Coach Pattillo for getting them on the schedule so they could play a team like this at this caliber as we get ready to go into the district tournament. D1 schools, draft prospects, and I mean it's just, man, that's a great memory for them to have, and so great job by the Mules today, though.
Absolutely, it was a lot of fun to be a part of it here. Mules go down at 10-0, and I tell you what, Mules hung in there for the first 2 innings. I mean, this was a very close matchup, and honestly, I thought it could have went. If the Mules could have got the bats going, then obviously things may have been a little bit different. But you look at who they threw here today. They threw their top 2 pitchers, and you know what? We saw the best, and the Mules just couldn't do much with it. But, hey, hats off to Valley View. They get their 27th win of the season. Mules get their 10th loss of the season. But I'll be honest with you, we're just not going to see that competition anywhere else.
No, we're not. So, you know, we did. We saw their top 2 pitchers, high-quality pitchers at that, and, I mean, it's their senior night. You know,
sure,
they're
absolutely.
not trying to lose on senior night. So they, just like we came out and went 11-1 on our senior night last night. So, you know, they came in with a purpose, not overlooking them because they – man, it's a fun team to watch, but great job by our guys as well, man, just coming out there swinging.
This was definitely a fun game to call for, even though the Mules came up on the other end. Poplar Bluff still fought, and I'll tell you what, one thing about it, a lot of people, now that this game has come and gone, a lot of folks thought that Bluff really wouldn't even – they would lose by more than 20. So the fact that we lost by 10, that tells you right there that we come down here and we were ready to play, and it just didn't go our way. But you know what? In a game like this, that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like you said, I mean, everyone knew we were coming in and we were going to be the underdogs in this game today. And, you know, it's tough competition. The pitching was incredible, and so we never really got the bats going because we hadn't really faced pitching like that at all. But, man, it's all right, man. Boys need to keep their heads held high because, like you said, it's 10-0. There's probably a lot of people thought it'd be way worse than that. So yeah. I'm thrilled.
Nothing to be ashamed about.
No, not at
in
all.
Not in this one. And that means, so we turn our attention now to next week, and we've got a few games on the schedule. As of right now, we've got 2 more games remaining in our schedule. That'll be on Tuesday next week. We'll take on Donovan. It is our last home game of 2024. Let that sink in for just a moment. Our final home game of 2024, and hopefully the rain doesn't mess up the plans, but we'll be going to Jackson on Wednesday of next week. It'll be our last regular season game against a very familiar face in the Jackson Indians, and I'm assuming, Brandon, for that ball game, you'll be able to step in and be there with me on that one as well.
I plan on trying to be there, absolutely. So, Lord willing, I'll be there. And
do we have any updates real quick before we sign off on the radio and on the video? Do we have any updates right now on the junior high ball game?
Last I heard was 8-4, I think.
8-4. That's good news.
I think that's the last I heard.
That's the last I had heard as well, so hopefully that score still intact. In the meantime, we do want to say thank you again for tuning in. Thank you for letting us come into your home. And I know the ball game didn't last too long. 1 hour, 35 minutes. Didn't last too long on the radio, but we wanted to go ahead and at least get some in. 11-4 the final. Congratulations to the junior high program as their season is undefeated. They go undefeated this year, winning today 11-4. Brandon, as always, thank you, my friend, for the opportunity. Safe travels back to Bluff, and we'll see you again coming up next week.
Sounds good. Thank you again for letting me come hang out.
You bet you. And by the way, our final total, on the St. Jude Radiothon. What a radiothon we had here this season. $175,000 with our community annual radiothon for St. Jude. Could be, I think it is, one of our biggest totals ever, and there's so many great folks to thank on that, which we'll be doing that a lot coming up in the days ahead. For Tim Hicks, I'm Frankie Castile. Let's thank our sponsors one more time. They include Patriot Auto Glass, Senator Jason Bean, also Kevin's Auto Repair, Larry Hillis Dodge, Eye Care Specialists, Christian Automotive and Tire, First Midwest Bank, also being brought to you by Air Solutions, Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, PB Realty Legacy Farm and Land Specialist, Baldwin Toyota, First Choice Insurance, Maverick Glass, Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, also Russians Towing, and Edmondson, Warren, and Holt Legal Services. I'm Frankie Castile saying so long from Valley View High School as the Mules fall 10-0. Thanks again for tuning in live. You've been listening and